Have you ever wondered how much your work is worth? What price would you put to the app you are currently building, even if you don't plan to sell it? Hello, I am Jorge and I am an indie developer. Last week, I introduced Minder, which is the app I'm building during this year's Shipaton. So here is where I am with my app. Since wrapping up the user testing interviews, I documented around 20 insights that will help my app to be simpler, more engaging, and in general, easier to use. I also finished working on a proposal I was asked to elaborate while I was doing the user testing. I estimated the value of my app, my hourly rate, and even projected some possible monthly recurring revenue, also known as MRR. I concluded that my app could cost between 30 to 40K USD just by work alone. As for the monthly recurring revenue, I thought it would be really cool if my app could eventually make around 2000 USD, which would mean that I would need to be in a position where I have 250 new subscribers each month. If anything, this experience was very humbling, and I want to learn more about how to get better at calculating this. I think it's highly important that even if you don't plan to sell your app, you know how much your work is worth, and even think about how long it would take for the return on your time investment. I am not thinking about selling my app or anything similar, but as I said, it's an exercise worth doing. If you can have a mascot for your app and you know someone that can help you with the character design or the illustration, go for it. I am at early phases with this, but I see how a mascot could become a core piece to my app's personality. So with my prototype ready and tested, I started coding. And I realized that I need to clearly define the SwiftData models I will be using, because that's the way I can guarantee that the information through my app will flow as I expect, and that my app will display the progress and stats I have in mind. I initially had two data models in mind, inspired by the SwiftData animals example from Apple's documentation. So that would be a reminder and reminder category. However, after running my idea through ChatGPT, I end up with 7 data models. And that doesn't mean I will use all these models that were suggested by AI, but it surely was a useful exercise for me to think ahead and to implement the models as I need them. In general, my biggest fear is for me to create a data structure which is limited, and then months later having to create a new structure and figure out a way to migrate the user data to this new structure. And that's the update for this week. I feel I haven't made as much coding progress as I wanted. So let's see how much code I can actually ship during this week. Stay tuned and thanks for watching.